that. Can I watch it? Watch it on here, then I don't have to um do. Where is my video? There it is. The Wi-Fi off on this one. I'm taking so much bandwidth. Hola Isabel, ¿cómo estás? Hey Brandy, how are we doing today? So if you guys can see that stamp, then you where I'm going today with this whole situation. Focus that just a little bit more. So it's a little bit out of. Check that it's not. Excuse me. Check that it's not on mute. You are not on mute. You're just typing my life away. Oh, it did right. Okay. So I'm just giving people a few to check that you're not on mute. There we go. So let me just try to fix this autofocus here. Bring this image a little bit clearer. Let's see. Delayed on my end, so check this whole thing out. Thing. Can you hear me now, Sharon? It's better now. I think. It looks a little bit better on my ends over here. So hopefully it looks good on you guys' ends. Can hear a little better. My volume is all the way up. Is that what it is? Let me bring the mic up. Let me bring the mic up a little bit. Okay. So, I ordered this stamp on eBay. It's a mermaid stamp, and it's got little fishes, a little fish, and a little turtle. And it's got two cute little sentiments. So I could not wait to get my hands into trying to see how many cards I can come up with, utilizing the different stamps. And I'm thinking I'm gonna try to go at least for. I'm gonna try to do two or three. Hopefully, I get that done. And then at the end of today's live stream, I'm gonna be giving away the creations, whatever I make. So let's see if I can get this out. The sound was low. How is it now? Yes, Brandy. I'm so like excited. This is like my first. Well, I have a mermaid, but it's like the eBay mermaid, which is really small. And I don't have a stamp that goes with it, so imagination. Hopefully, they'll come up with a stamp that coordinates with that die, because I'm sure that if they have the stamp, they just it's probably somewhere in there and all of that roughage that they've got going on. I want to see how many of these cards I can make with the one stamp set. I feel for actually using this. I've never done a card where I'm actually stamping out the images and tools, so this should be interesting. Okay. So I probably just had my mic a little far from my face. I noticed in my last one that I was like heavy breathing, and I didn't want to be like, oh, mode on you guys' ears. So I'm gonna go ahead and just gather some supplies. I'm gonna bring my cuddle book down here and just put it on the side. Later on, I'm also going to be sharing with you guys some Happy Meal that I received today from the one and only Miss Left Handed Crafter, who is in the room with you guys now. And so hopefully everything will run smoothly today. Of some cardstock, and I think some pretty pastel colors. Frick. And then I'm gonna get myself some white cardstock to mount everything on. I have to order some more cardstock because I think I have like 5 cardstock sheets left, if I'm not mistaken. And that. So let's see. Yeah, I unfortunately used up most of my cards, my white cardstock, for things that I shouldn't have been using them on. And now, cuckoo, trying to find some clean cardstock because I've somehow either splashed paint on them for painting, and so now, or I've written on them. Sometimes brilliance just escapes me. So I'm just gathering some different color cardstock so that I can cut out some of the fishes and just see kind of where I go with this whole thing. Yeah, I found one more. All right, so I'm actually gonna order from eBay thing of that. And let me just get my stamping plates. This is my stamping plate, my cutting plates, not stamping plate, my cutting plate. Um, and also, this thing weighs like a dead body, but this thing is so heavy. Yes, yes, yes. Hi, Liz. You made it. So let me put this thing over here. This thing is heavy. Oh my, heavy. So I think if you guys haven't seen the stamp or if you're interested in getting this stamp set, this is a Stamp Pendis stamp set for C as in Carmen, S as in Sandy, D as in David, 1-8. And I got this from I think I'm gonna say a private seller. So I think she just had 2 of them in her stash and she just got rid of one. And I paid like $6 for it. And I know Liz was telling me these go for like 15 at Michael's. So I think I paid what was it, like $2 to ship it. So it was really, really a good deal overall. Um, Turtle and a little fish and the mermaid. And then as far as stamps, it's got the mermaid, it's got 2 sentiments, fish, the cute little turtle, then the sand. It didn't. Ugh. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. Honestly, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It's like all over the place. Them and their algorithms, they keep adding coding to this stuff, and one day it's just gonna go bonkers. Let me get this out of here so I can close this drawer. and get myself in my little spot. Now what I'm gonna do is just stamp a couple of these images out, and then um, just gonna do some cutouts and just run some cutouts through. And I think that for my card bases, I'm gonna stamp them out. I think in yellow. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave maybe some of this so I could create some kind of water scene. So I'm gonna use these blue ones, probably to cut out some kind of water scene. I'll leave this out like that. And then I'm probably just gonna use some of this. Let me see if I find a better option than that. Well, we'll see what happens. And then I think I'm gonna make at least 3 cards. So I'm gonna put 3 of these card stocks. This was messed up. So you know what? I might just stamp and cut off of that white one there. Is to the side for now. And I need my stamping tool. I have to do some light repairing because I was going crazy stamping and I put too much pressure, and one of my little foam mounts is kind of lifting. I've had it for a little over a year, so that's not too bad for a do-it-yourself kind of tool. Tiffany, hi, Maida, you made it. So I can't see where I am. Let me just for me to be able to. There we go. Okay, it adjusted itself. Um, let's see. I can see where the angle of everything is. All right, so this is my little stamping tool that I made with a picture frame and a piece of plexiglass and 3 of the binder clips. I have a video on how to do that if you guys are interested. For those of you that have not bought a stamping tool, or would just like to make a bigger one if you wish, option available to you. This is what I call my little precision when I want to get really technical with something. This is pretty much what I go for. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this paper off. Um, cut this into smaller strips so that I can hopefully be able to manage it a little bit better. And I'm gonna do these a little bit at a time and just to see how it all goes. And this is definitely how I want to do this. Just gonna tape off some of my little corners here. Anti-schmanty tape. So I think I'm not gonna stamp in the sentiment now, obviously, because it's too soon for a sentiment. I'm surprised it didn't bring a little cutout for the sentiment itself, but nice little addition to the stamp here. So I'm gonna put that one there, and then a whole bunch of little fishies, because I know I'm gonna have to put that dye over it. So maybe like one up there, one down here. That should work. I gotta clean this thing. I've been good. In here has been good as well. I'm gonna go into this with the Memento Black ink because I'm not sure what I'm gonna be adding on this, if it was gonna be watercolor or alcohol markers or what the heck, how I'm gonna color these beauties in. Make a few of them, so I'm just gonna cut out once. And I think I want to try to make one that's just all fish, so I'm gonna probably cut out a whole bunch of fishes. Marking goes on well. I want this to be blemish proof. Close I get to that. Get myself at a better angle. I might have to zoom out the camera. I think my camera's a little bit too zoomed in. Everybody doing? I'm on today when I got not one but two Happy Meal packages, stamp, and the other one being Friends Mail. I was like, oh no, it's such a happy day. I have to come on and I have to give whatever I create away. It's just that kind of day today. Mail about 10 packages today. I literally stood with that for like a good 30, 40 minutes. It was crazy. But a lot of people's things are officially in the mail. Woohoo! That one in. Now let me just move her over, get her in there once more. Let me get my little turtle, little fishy out of the way, and just get her in there again so that I can stamp and cut both of these out one after the other. So that hopefully I don't have to waste too much paper. I usually buy my card stock for like 10 bucks on eBay. It's either 10 or 12 with free shipping. And it brings 500 500 sheets of card stock. I think is a really good deal. If you guys know of a better deal out there, let me know. What is it? Pacific, something Pacific, Georgia Pacific, I think is what it's called. The Georgia Pacific brand. I'm not gonna say it's like the best one, but it is pretty decent. Her tail, up the wrong end is the other end. She is finito. She looks like she got a black eye, so by a seashell along the way, but oh well. So hopefully I'm gonna do most of my stamping and cutting now so that I don't have to hopefully do any more later. So right now I'm just gonna go through this whole thing and just cut out stuff paper here, well cardstock anyway, and just get some of this done. And this cardstock had a whole bunch of little black dots on the back, so but it was still good on the other side. So I figure for this. So I got two mermaids already there. I think two mermaids is good enough. I think I'm gonna do two mermaid cards and then one like fish. Like a sea, some little pop-up fishes all over the place. We get a little piece of plastic there. Let her fall right in there. Right now I think I'm just gonna go and add my more fishes and more of the turtle than turtles. But I do want a few turtles in there back and forth. So this shouldn't take too much longer, and then we'll see what happens. Hit by the seashell. Oh yeah. I like the card stock from Wally World. Which brand is it? Do you know? Have you tried it with like alcohol markers and stuff like that? Because usually, um, the cards with them, like I use them to, 'cause I know now all card stock is good for markers. I had bought one before that was terrible, really terrible. It just absorbed all the ink and made a hot mess. And Georgia Pacific is not too shabby. I buy 110 pound paper on cardstock. That's usually what I look for. Um, Neat on the first try. Let's just do it one more time on this turtle right here. Okay, is there nothing there? Is that why there's nothing there, Carmen? You can't stamp what isn't there. Hello, how'd you doing? I'm over here now. Just gonna do a few of these and then I'm just gonna go fish crazy and just do a whole bunch of little fishies. More fish stamp, like different fish. I definitely want like a koi fish. Koi fish. They're so pretty. more turtles for right now, unless I feel like the scene needs it. But maybe I'll do one more just to have it, because you never know. Better safe than sorry. That's what you get, Georgia Pacific 110 too. That's the same thing I buy. How much do you get it for? Because now I feel crazy. If I'm paying like extra and you're over here getting it for like $8. 100 sheets or for 250? Because I get the 500 sheet pack. I just go through it like water. That's the only problem because I use it for everything. Mines when I got that. It lasted me a while though. I'm not gonna lie. It lasted me a while. Moving right along. Moving right along. About these pressing, things for the stamps. You can um a good amount of time when you're just kind of stamping images out. Let's see, let's see, let's see. I think one more turtle ought to do it, and then I think I'm gonna start cutting just to see where I am. I'm probably gonna need more than this. I'm not gonna make for three just in case I don't get to three, because you guys know I'm like the procrastinating crafter. Okay, $6. You're lying, Brandy. Don't tell me that, because I just paid double, and I thought I was getting a good deal. Boy, oh boy, do I feel dumb right now. I was like ecstatic. I'm like, oh my God, look at this deal that I got. Because I'm thinking that cardstock is expensive, especially when you see other brands, like, 15, 16, $17. So I thought I was like getting a bargain over here. Let me put my little stampy stamp down. I can put this to the side for now. I might have to use it again in a little bit. And it's time to cut a bug, you guys. It's time to cut a bug. Rug and cuddle bug. So I know Brandy uses the handle on the other side. I need to use the handle on this side. Otherwise, I'm gonna cramp up over here. So I got my cutting plates. And actually, what I should do, tape this down first. And let's see how this goes. That looks about right there. Where's my handy dandy pen? There we go. Got it. So I never know where to put this tape at because I'm so scared that it's gonna rip the image off. So that should be good. Let's test this bad boy out and see where we go from here. Okay, in one, I really want to get one of those electronic ones. Goals. All right. So, are you guys getting this? Hopefully, you guys are. And it feels like it's very thin. Might have to come in here with a piece of foam, which I do that often just to get that extra pressure. See how it cut. Oh, okay. No foam required. Pops out like nothing. So that's the first one. To the second one. And let's see. Think is that where she goes? I think that's where she goes. Angle here. So that should be fine. Let's see, let's see. Now I know why people tape them things down. I always wondered. I could never get it to stay without moving. Me too. I put tape on him sometimes, and it's like, so I'm like, what's the point of this tape? But yeah, it works sometimes. Maybe it's the tape. We got our another one. Oh, this is too nice, and I didn't do too bad of a job. Light trimming here and there. She looked good. She looked good. I tell you, she looked good. All right, so let me get the tape off of here because I'm just gonna recycle this tape piece right there. Where are my other pieces? What did I do with you? There you are. This one down here, and this little guy goes right here. This is really good. This die actually, I'm not gonna lie, because some dies don't get right into the edge, and this one so far seems to be getting right into that edge and not having so much white. So that's a good thing. Can't get that. Um, I have dyes that leave a whole white space around it, and I don't really like that too much, I must say. This one is all about how you place it. If you place it perfectly, then you'll be fine. It's because you didn't place it perfectly. So let's see. Yes, nice and sharp. I always pass them more than once because I've had me and this Cuddlebuck have like a love hate relationship. I love it and then I hate it because sometimes, see, like I didn't put the dye just perfectly, so I end up losing from one spot in order to give it to the other, which sucks. A whole bunch of fishies. So hopefully, it out, you guys, pops right out. So good. Let's get the other sheet and continue the cutting. And these pieces are so small that it shouldn't be too bad. Piece of paper, oh, there it is. It should not be too bad to and then okay, where am I going? Is it this way? Down here because I'm taping them off from my view, and I think that's why. So I'm sitting down and my cuddle bug is like all the way over there. I can get it. There we go. And I also bought um yesterday actually. Yesterday? Was it yesterday? It was one of these days. Yeah, I think it was yesterday. Yesterday was Sunday. I did my live on Saturday. Yeah, yesterday. Go buy the wallpaper. For those of you guys that tuned in to me, you heard me say that I needed to get some wallpaper because I also redo my desktop because it's just easy cleanup from the wood. The wood just absorbs, it absorbs so covering it up pretty. And also because again it's easy cleanup, especially because I do a lot of painting and just with a lot of wet mediums and stuff. So I go out to buy that specifically. I come back with with a shopping bag, my little traveler's cart full of everything except for the wallpaper. I did get some baby powder and some glue. So for those of you that would like to see me do the gesso, make your own gesso so that you guys can prime your cardboards, make your own DIY canvases and stuff like that. But whoops, the fish is trying to fly. See, this one came out a lot better into that. The turtle came out pretty much perfect. None of that white paper at all. So that was a good cut. Who else is here? Hi, Jackie. I always start at 6. I always start at 6. So, what I was saying, so I got the gesso. I'm not the gesso. I got the baby powder, and I got the I had more fishes. Maybe like a swordfish kind of fishes. I only got Nemo in here. Let's see. So what I was saying, yeah. So da-da-dum. There we go. I can only do one on this one right here because I gotta get to all the way to the other side. Um, show you guys how to make that gesso so that you guys can prime your stuff and you can make it real cheap. And not have to go crazy looking for the expensive stuff unless that's something that you prefer to do. But it'll at least give you a good place to start, like especially if you wanted to try, let's say, mixed media or painting or anything like that. Um, cardboards for making albums or you know um, there's a really cheap and inexpensive way of doing it, powder and glue, and you can store it pretty much forever. You just got to mix it every time that you're going to use it, just mix it around like anything else that you would. um, it lasts a lifetime and it's really really affordable to make. I bought the two for $1 glue. uh, um, I bought this baby powder right here for $1. So that's, the 14 ounce, which is a really, really big one. I can get a lot of gesso and a lot of modeling paste if you want to do stenciling or anything like that out of that baby right there. Who else is here? Hi, Ruth. How you doing? So I could have cut all of these things out beforehand, but I'm with you guys. I did Ruth. I did almost all of my stamps in the binder. I'm gonna say almost all of them because I can't I didn't use like the little pocket sleeves like you did. What I used was the projector, like those printable projector sheets that they use like in school to do like demonstrations and in office meetings and stuff like that. I used that because I had got it from my little old lady store here, my little thrifty spot. 2 boxes because they had two of them, so I wasn't gonna leave them there. They coming home with me. I thought of 101 things I could do with them on the spot. But I used that as my way of like cleaning them on. And for like my foam ones, the ones that are thicker, like the Tim Holtz and the Prima ones, it was just not a good thing for that. Clings on nice, but it was so bulky. Put those right back in the package. But I did like cling, so that was cool. It came out. I like that. That came out really, really good. So now I have all my stamps in a binder in the system. So thank you, and also to Liz, who has a similar setup to you. And I'm also gonna try hers. She has hers in an album. He peel backs, the old school albums where you used to peel the film back. That's a really, really good system too. But I kind of like that system for dies. I'm thinking that I'm gonna try to see if I can find one, so that I can put my dies in those peel back dies and stamps. I could just house them on one sheet and know that they're not gonna go nowhere. So thank you, ladies, so much for the inspiration. Always good to give credit where credit is due. So let's see. We got one more turtle to go, and you guys, we can commence the building. Let me get my little turtle guy back. Where are you, little turtle? Where did you go? Oh, it's right here. This little turtle keeps getting lost on me. So let's see. Let me put this on. Stick this baby down. I think moving forward, I'm gonna get more into buying stamp and cuts. Sets of stamps with dies as opposed to just individual stamps. They serve, they serve their purpose more or less. I think I have enough of the individual stamps, but I think moving forward, I'm gonna start looking for good deals on stamps that come with dies, with matching dies, so that I can bring you guys more cards. Be awesome. if I can incorporate more card making. So I think I got enough pieces there. I'm gonna stick this thing back on its little sheet that it can be because it's got double-sided tape there. I'm gonna stick these right back there, and just so that I don't lose them for now. Lose them ever, but you guys know what I mean. Stick those back on there for now. And I'm gonna close my little Cutterbug machine for that. Put my little plates up here. Hold the handle. Let's see what we do. So first, you guys, should I build my scene as far as the cutting of the, prepping the card and stuff like that, or should I commence the coloring first and then do my scene? No, you don't, Brandy. You're one of the nicest people I know. You don't even steal air from the flies. So let's see. So what do you guys think? I can go either way. Okay, this thing is sticking to me now. Put my stamps back where they go. For now, we got Finding Nemo. Whose name I forgot. And we have all of our little fishes and turtles and just a whole bunch of little cute pieces. And it really does a nice job. See that on that white, but maybe you guys can see it on the yellow. It does a really nice job. Most of you guys probably already have this. No. Some things I'm allergic to just by name. I was gonna cut out some fishes in the yellow cardstock, but I decided not to. Let's see what we do now. I want to make one of them a shaker card because I want to try making more shaker cards. So I want to make a nice little shaker card scene with one of the mermaids and add some sequins in there. I don't have a huge variety and or selection of sequins, but I do have some blues and greens that I think might fit well. So now start my card bases. I did not hear anything from you guys. So these people sold me on the idea of compactability, and now I'm not so happy. So this is at a 5.5 because the 5.5 is right next to the 5 7/8 folds, and it is not the smartest thing to do. Let me put these out just in case they give me a hard time. Just looking for some utensils here. Like little bins of stuff, you guys. I don't know if you guys go through that. Oh, I found a stamp I could use. I know it's supposed to just be the one stamp, but I'm looking for one thing and something else pops up. I'm like, what? I have that? So a little bin just full of all kinds of randomness. Good. It's really nice. It's really nice. And if you could get it for less than $15, which is what Michael's has it, then it's a win-win. If you get it for less than 15. So I'm gonna try to score this at 5.5. But again, the best at scoring right where that little crack of the line is. because of the folds. And 8 that this is 8.5 by 11. I did this wrong. It's okay. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. See, right about there. Yeah, I am not the happiest with this instrument. I tell you guys that right now. I am not the happiest with this instrument. Because my little one was so small, so I would have never gave that thing away. And I think moving forward, I might still look for 512 and then just keep this as the trimmer that it is. And I'm not even happy with that either, but be a complaint for another day. I wonder if this is too big of a. Well, no. All right, so I think I'm gonna start my first one. And I think I'm gonna do it that way. I'm just gonna do them one at a time and just see how far I get, so that I don't spend too much time making. Don't end up using. I'm gonna go into this card now. Sure you guys can see me. Where is the go into the advanced settings here? Let me bring myself out of such a high focus because I think I'm too focused. Okay, stop that. Down. I don't know why it does that. So let's see. That looks good. Okay. I can't tell if I'm in the same spot I was before or not, but it is what it is. So, scissor, and only because I don't want to dirty the card, I have to wash this whole thing out. Um, Let me get some ink. Let me see what I have. This is where I keep my colored inks. I've given most of them away. Because whenever I find out that somebody doesn't have, and I end up having like duplicates, give them away. So this used to be actually not even be able to fit in this bin. So I guess I'm gonna have to go with Tim Holtz. I thought I might have had some blue in there, but I don't. And I wanted to use some because I just have them there for the most part. I don't really go. It's not my go-to thing. What do I have here? I have some iced spruce and some broken china, which is um, and I think what am I gonna do here? I do I have another blue in here? I want to do like let's see. Just give me a second, you guys, while I pull out other ones. So I think I have another darker blue in here. I'm not sure. So I just want to make sure before I start looking for alternative, um, getting the blue that I want. I have green. Hmm, I might end up using that green. Okay. All right. So I don't. I must have given it away. That's what happens. Give a whole set away before. Because I'll just do that. I don't even think about tomorrow. You know, you just do what you gotta do when you can do it. That's it. And you keep it moving. Got some blue one there. And then I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab Maybe some of my watercolor markers, soluble, not watercolor markers, but my water soluble markers. I'm gonna use some water soluble markers from, because I'm not gonna do any watercoloring, but I will get my little thingamabob there, my little who's the wit. Let me put that there. Get some of these out from under there. Boom for myself so that I don't have to be back and forth and back and forth. I got that. I got that. And a brush, maybe. Maybe a little brush. Maybe that's too big. Myself. Oh, I hooked the camera. Let me just find myself a little brush that I can get into small spaces in, so that as I go and this one will do, so that as I go into those small little spaces with the marker, kind of get in there. And one more thing I wanted to do, if I can find the stencil. So this one, it's one of these that has kind of watery looking edge. I think it's this one. I'm gonna see if I can um maybe one of these edges. This one's so spastic. So I'm thinking maybe one of these edges here, some darkening of some of the edges. Yeah, I think it's this one. All right, so I think I got what I need. So good. Let's commence the party. Bring my comments back because I couldn't see them. Okay, so you're not missing anything, Randy. Let's. So sponges, and I'm gonna do this whole thing like, I guess, under the sea looking. So I'm gonna start with like the green in the bottom with my desk, but it didn't work so well for me that day. I'm gonna start with the green in the bottom, towards a blue, and somehow hopefully meet them somewhere in the middle. I might have to spruce this up a little bit. And this is what I end up doing. I end up messing up my paper because I use and I don't want to get any other stamps to kind of create the designs. I want to just try to see what I can do just with hand technique and Jocelyn here and there. So I think that's pretty good right there. And let me just get another one so that I can do the blue. Should just mix it with the green. So now I'm gonna go in with this. Let me see what this. This is like a gray. This iced spruce, which is like a gray kind of, like a smoky quartz. I don't know if that's an actual color. So we'll just see. Your house smells like chicken, but it should smell like good chicken. You made it. I mean, It looked yummy. So now I'm gonna go into this with the you know. Well, this is dark broken china. This broken china dark. Let's just see where this is going because as of right now, I have no idea. Kind of letting this thing do whatever it wants to do. The sponge is kind of moving in every single direction that it wants to move, which is why you're getting all these weird effects on the paper because it's just folding and just creating whatever it wants to create there. And I'm just allowing it to be happy. But it's just kind of folding all over the place into all the little grooves, adding a little bit of pressure and just kind of twirling it around. And it's just doing what it wants to do, doing all kinds of fun things. And then what I'm gonna do is actually, where's the green? I'm gonna go into this green now. I told you guys it's peeled paint. So I'm just gonna darken that up just a smidge. Kind of bring that up into the blue a little bit. And then I'm gonna go into it with this ice Bruce. What is it? What is this? This is the blue one. I don't want to get my colors all mixed up. This is the green one. Is this? Yeah, this is the ice Bruce one. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into this ice Bruce and I'm gonna put a little bit of that here, kind of like in the bottom. Darken that up and make kind of rocks. Oh no, Carmen, ¿qué tú haces? Volviéndome loca y tú. I'm making a mermaid mermaid card. So right now I'm just kind of adding some of these distress ink and adding what I'm hoping will end up looking like some kind of rock formation in the bottom. Once I hit it with a little bit of water, a little bit more ink, but from the other pens that I have here. And where's my spray? So pretty much what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna add some water and just kind of wetting my brush. If it'll do anything, if it'll cause any kind of reaction here, directly. Colors kind of open up a little bit. Very subtle. I just want them to have like some kind of water droplets on them. I want those colors to make like little cells. So I want them to kind of open up. That, but not as much as maybe I would have liked. I'm gonna see what I can do here. Mama needs some sales. So maybe I'm just gonna drop some drops in here. Them and see what happens. Baby. You guys are having a ball there, but that's awesome. That's what this is about. You guys having a ball. That is your art cafe. I don't know if you guys can see those effects kind of popping up. The colors by me just adding a couple drops of water. It's opening up like little cells. Fully mimic some kind of water action, but at least it definitely gives some kind of interest to the background. So it is what it is. I'm not gonna worry too much about it. What I am gonna do now is get me some of the Tim Holtz markers and start creating some kind of a palette here so that I can start creating some kind of a base. So I'm gonna go in with some walnut stain and some mowed lawn and some peeled paint again, and just scribble some on this block that already has water details to, if I even have any ink in these things, because I've used them to their core. I think I have to get more. Really trying not to. I'm really trying not to, you guys. Almost do the same thing with like Crayola ones. Well, that's good. That's good. That's what you call a good job right there. So kind of creating here some kind of greenery. And see that well. Let me see if you can see that well because I can't see it. But maybe you guys can. Yeah, you can. Can I split these screens so that I can see them side by side? But will it show me this? Okay, what the heck is this right here? 1 second, you guys. Sticky notes. I've upgraded my computer to Windows 10 and I don't know what the heck is happening here. So trash that, delete that, yes, delete it. Yes, delete it. I can see myself pretty decent over here. So maybe I can just open you over here, see a little bit of what I'm doing. So that I know that if you guys are seeing it or not. And hopefully I can get the video and the chat all in one shot. Right. Carmen, you are a genius. That up a little bit. All right. Woohoo. Success. Success. All right. Now I got everything in one shot. So that works for me. That works for me. How I am, right? That I take my time, or I take your time and my time, unfortunately. Round one is no longer corresponding, no longer working. Finito, finito. Um, trying to get a brown. Let's see how this green looks. It's a little darker. Let's see if this one will work with the water. Just trying to do a little bit of sea life going on over here. If you guys can see like all the cells that kind of opens up card. It looks really weird, but you gotta try new stuff sometimes since they are double sided. Well, I have some of them that are just all laying flat in like a little. I have this little bin thing, all like my stamp and my water soluble markers. So those are all kind of laying. Almost kind of stored them up right now. I had them flat, but I gotta figure out a better way of storing them instead of the movement because they're always flat. So this will just help the ink move, and then I'll just flip them over and probably put them back the way they were before. but you're supposed to store them that way, Liz. You're supposed to kind of store them flat when they're double sided. A robot voice. It ain't so, say it ain't so. Alrighty, so I think that's good for this card right here. A bit more blue to this top part because it didn't come out all the way right. Alrighty then, that does it for me on this one. Now let's paint. Well, let's not paint. Let's color. Now she looks. The page looks embossed because I got a whole bunch of little water dots on the other side. So this is gonna be, there it is, the front of the first one, and I'm probably gonna add a little bit more darkness down here in the bottom just to show some kind of rocks or something. Yeah, like if you don't care about the other side, if you don't care about, like, let's say the smaller nib, then just store them the way you're normally gonna use the marker. But if you're gonna be using both sides of them, then you can just store them flat. But flat, they just take up so much room that when you store them straight up, what I like about storing them flat is that it's, unless you have one of them really expensive trays, there are like for markers. But for me, I can't do the trays because 100 alcohol markers. So for me to lay them in a tray, like I'm gonna need like the world's longest tray. I just don't have the room for it. Honestly, I just don't have the room for it. So I'm gonna put this card to the side and I'm gonna start working on my little mermaid girl. One mermaid, the fishes as they go. So I have these really bright markers that Brandy sent me from the giveaway. So I'm gonna try those. These are water soluble. So I'm gonna try those just so that you guys can also see that you can try cheap alternatives. And I have here a blender pen, which is for watercolor markers. Or markers, I should say. This is a Stampin' Up blender for blending water-based inks. That's what it is, water-based inks. So I'm gonna pull out those two, and these have really really vibrant colors. So I'm gonna mix a little bit of that with a little bit of this. Go from here. No, stop shopping. As a matter of fact, no, keep shopping. Makes your heart happy. Makes your heart happy. So I'm thinking for this girl, I should give her some really, really vibrant orangey kind of hair. And these are those Zen Creative coloring markers. Some really, really bright kind of hair. So I'm gonna go into this with orange and probably some yellows and see how bright I can get. I'm thinking of her as living so deep under the sea that she has to have what is it, fluorescent, um, in order to scare prey, but to scare away her predators, I should say. Her this really bright and kind of neon, and to that, let's see what happens. Oh, destashing coming soon. You crazy, girl. Kids through college. What you talking about? pass out over here right now. So I'm gonna be blending this orange with this pink and just to see like how it comes out overall. This before, but I love to experiment, and you never know what you come out with unless you try. So to this with alcohol markers, God knows I have enough, but I wanted to try this with like cheaper materials just to see like how far you can go with it. I don't even know what I put in these things. I think that what I did with these blender things is I put what you call this liquid? Glycerin. I think I put glycerin in them. They are what they used to be. Oh no, Carmen, what did you do? Yeah, because they're not even blending. I used the wrong one. God knows me, I probably did. Yep, yep, a duty. I sure did. Alrighty, homeboy, get to where you gotta go. All right, so. hmm So going into this and just adding more because I forgot. This is what happens when you don't use your stuff. I forgot that a while ago I was trying to make some alcohol blending. So I grabbed my Stampin' Up and added glycerin and God knows what else to it because I just remember the glycerin part of it. I don't even remember what else I added to it. Brandy, so that's a good thing because if you could do all that, you get to go. You got a little genius in your hand. All right, so let me go in with a little bit of this walnut. Okay, Carmen, it's time to replace these distress markers because you are not doing what you said you was gonna do. I think the good is having it, the bad thing is having to look through them. I think I'm gonna end up using these because I thought I had I mean I can just use water to do it, but I don't want to saturate the cardstock, especially since I'm gonna be putting them kind of like in the front of the card. So let me just get some other colors here. Maybe this peacock feather looks. Huh? What other colors do I have in here? Let me get this yellow out. Some of this yellow right there. Bring in this tail. This cardstock does not take well to water. Most cardstocks do not take well to water. So I'm gonna let that dry. See, some of my markers are juicy, but some of them are dry. So let's see. Fill that in. There we go. All right, so we got her, and she's gonna have to have the same kind of peacock looking. No, not peacock. Let's give her a pink top. And I had orange. Oh, top. See, that pink one is juicy. If you guys are wondering what the heck I'm doing, this is what that's what I'm doing. I'm just using this as like a watercolor kind of base. And just giving her, making her as colorful as I possibly can make her. Picked raspberry. So she is good to go. Let's see here. You guys are just having a ball. They're all on your own. That is just awesome. Dun, dun, dun. This is ripe persimmons. Ripe persimmon. And I'm just gonna add more orange into that hair. Make it a little darker in some areas. I hope she's looking good from what you guys can see. If you guys need me to zoom in, let me know and I will. Because I have that ability now. I have a new superpower, you guys. I can zoom in. So I think those parts we are good to go. What spot you guys are going to? A secret hideaway I don't know about? And you're not inviting me? So mean. Right. So let's see. And the pearl, I think I'm gonna actually make it pearl. So I got some pearlizing medium here somewhere. What do I have it? Where do I have it? I'll use paint. I'll use paint because you can never go wrong with some paint. So I'm gonna use some of the glitter paint. Um, Accent the little crystal ball. And I'm gonna add some of this to her crown just to make it nice and sparkly and leave it the way it is. Perfecto mundo. Alrighty, so it does take me forever, but she's looking good so far. She just needs some skin tone now. So I gotta find the lightest pink that I have so that I can make this girl This might work. I want to literally make her the lightest pink that I can make her. Let's see. But I don't want to color her directly with the marker because I want her to remain visible. See if this will work. Not work. Coloring her everywhere, just kind of going into certain little spots of accenting those and not going too crazy, making her all the way pink. You want to see a magic mermaid? What you want this girl to do? Like for this magic mermaid to do? Mermaid is done. She's as done as she's gonna be. And I'm gonna need some fishies. Then I'm thinking like 3 fishes should do. No, I find the broken china, but I don't want the broken china. I'm gonna color these in um, directly, I think. I'm gonna have some purple fish. Now maybe these are not the perfect ones for doing this kind of stuff with. Le plume. Le plume, le plume. Hi, Michelle. Who else is here? Dana's here. Hi, Dana. So let's see here. And then I want to make him pink, purple and pink. Her name is Scarletta. And I'm going to make her belly yellow. Just a tropical little fish with a yellow belly and fins, maybe an eye. And back in with the pink. And all these markers are all different pigments, so some might blend, some might not blend. I don't know. All right, so I got my first little fishy down. And then this is gonna be somewhere like so. And she's just gonna have, these things look upside down to me, but I don't know. She's gonna be somewhere around here, somewhere around there, and then I'm gonna add some pearls to the bottom or something like that. Figure that part out when I get there. And this is why I say I gotta start this off first because doing them one by one. Because I always say I'm gonna do this much, I'm gonna do that much, and Lord knows I never get to do it. Just never make it. This is red, ladybug. So we're gonna have some red in here. Are we really gonna have red in there? Yep, we sure are. Gotta make these as different as possible. I could have used my alcohol markers for this choice. What color is this? Desert sands. This is the skin tone. Desert sands. That. And yellow. Where's my yellow? Right here. Yellow. And then where's the red? I cut off some of this fish's body parts by mistake. Who else is here? Tanya's name somewhere around there. If you're here, hey Tanya. So finishing it off with more yellow for a little life here. Alrighty then. So I think that looks pretty good. So I have those two and then one more options, you guys. Something with green. Something with green. What color is this? Let's go on with some pear tart. Give 'em a little green in there. And from the floor up a little bit with a little bit of this pear tart. And then as a base, maybe some of this broken china. Let's try that. Dark. I'm gonna need some water in that one. Where's my brooch? Where's my brooch? It's right here. Le bloc is right here. Little spritz of that little spritz. Hey, Tanya. I see you now. Let's see. So I just kind of added water all over this thing. And let's see if I can get some of the blue off the marker itself, as opposed to doing it how I was doing it. There we go. Alrighty then, so this is working out lovely. Not too shabby for the first time for myself that I do something like this. Alrighty then. We have three fishes, one mermaid. I think I'm gonna go outline her with black because me no like it the white line. Since she's got a white line all around her, my stats because that's just me. Darken up all those little white lines around here, which will just end up looking like some kind of shadowing anyway, so I'm not worried about it. And then all these cards that I make today, I will be playing the numbers game later on, and we shall be calling some winners because I got all my mail out. Woot woot. Everybody who was expecting something from me, um, it's on its way. With the exception of just a few people who I am working on special projects for. Alrighty then. We have Le Mermaid. That chicken had something. Oh, Janet. Huh? What are we gonna do with you, girl? So, I'm thinking she's gonna be here somewhere, right? She gotta be here. I'm gonna go into this. I'm gonna see if I find a brown so I can create some kind of a rock to put this girl on because she's just there. And a blah. So, give me the rock. So this is what color is this? Sweet plum. Let's see what I can do with a little bit of sweet plum. Ocean floor, and I'm going at it with a purple. In your purples. So before you start yelling out purple, purple, I beat you to the punch. So I added a little bit of purple in there. Le Sand and stamp there that I can probably use. So this is like a brown. And actually, I can add some more of these little wispies dancing in the ocean floor. And let me go in with the sand stamp and add some little dots on that floor. Because if you have it, you might as well use it. What? So I got Le Sand, Spike of Le Roche. You guys are ridiculous. Carmen, come on, can we make our own baby fairies? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can make your own baby fairies. I'll be talking about that today also. I tried to make a video and upload it today, but it did not got corrupted in me taking it out of the camera. So we're actually gonna be touching base on that. So I might as well do it now. And what I want to do is the following. I want to start the sign up now. I was gonna do an individual video for it, but what I would like for you ladies to do if you are interested in participating in the fairy jar swap, once I'm done with this today's live stream, I would like for you guys to come back to this video, comment in the bottom that you're interested in doing the fairy swap so that I can start going ahead and getting my list together of all the people that will be in it. Know how many people want to be in it, then I can give you guys like a time frame, and then I'll come out with like an official video. Like these are the ladies that are gonna be doing the swap, and then that way everybody will, tune into everybody's kind of like what the Christmas in July hop was now, where we had our roundup of all the wonderful ladies, kind of their own individual crafts, and then every Sunday we was uploading them. I want to do something like that, but I also want to kind of have it so that If you have the option, if you want to do it, you have the option of showcasing what you created. Um, and that person, can do the same, and then you guys just pretty much swap. You speak about who your partner is gonna be, and that way you guys also share each other's channels, so on and so forth. I just think it will be a way to spread the love and help promote each other, and each other's creativity, which you guys know how I feel about that. That's like one of my biggest things. You guys actually supporting each other, like truly, truly supporting each other. Not like what I call like foxhole praying that you'll just, put your hands up, whenever you need it. And I don't mean you guys, but happens like, time they'll remember you exist and then you disappear from their horizons. So support and stuff like that. So this is kind of like what I wanted to create this whole fairy jar, because it's more than just a fairy jar to me. To me, it's like, friendship and the growth of friendship, and just like how all of us here that gather, every time that I come on live or anytime that any of our other people come on live, how we all gather and everybody just comes and supports and shows so much love. Like that to me is amazing. It's absolutely beautiful. And I just want to keep that going and help that kind of grow if I can. So what I would like to do is just have everybody kind of coming in and just showcasing their talent and displaying and talking about their fairy jar. Um, I don't know how I'm gonna do this because like part of me wants people to like it be a secret, like that they don't know who they're gonna get as a partner. But then you have to send it to the person, so I can't obviously keep it a secret because it would be awesome to just like be surprised, but just have like so many things running through my head as far as that is concerned. I want to get it going and I want to get it going now before August comes in because we have major plans coming in for August, which we shall be doing a little bit of a reveal later on, and I should be talking about it. Um, what we're going to be doing. And I say we because it's more than one of us involved, and maybe a few more of you guys will be involved, but on another video once we have everything a little bit more clearer. I want us all to kind of like grow and flourish, and I want our channels to, be different. And you guys know what I mean, right? I don't gotta go crazy over here. So yes, I want this to be about love and growth and just everything that's beautiful and just awesome about who we are as individuals. Go through, and I'm trying to find something to do a rock, you guys. I'm going crazy here, spinning. Um, this rock, and I cannot do this rock. So I'm gonna cut out a rock because I want a rock there. So I'm gonna cut one out. I'm gonna cut it out of this paper here, and I'm just gonna color it. I'm just kind of jagging it out because I wanted a rock, and I want a rock, and I'm going to have a rock. No, I want a rock in the middle of the paper, not in the corner. I love accents, by the way, so you guys might hear that coming out of me every now and then. A little weird, just a little weird, just a little weird. So I think Le Rock can go right there, go on top of Le Rock, and then we good to go. Why you sad, Brandy? I want the opposite of sadness happening here. Why'd you sad? My heart, it's too early. So Jess, all you guys are gonna need is the following. It's very, very simple. For those of you that saw me do my live stream of how I made the fairy jar, simple. You can pretty much decorate it however you wish. You can use any kind of fairy image that you want if you don't have an actual, little figurine, or if you couldn't find it at your thrifty store, your Dollar Trees, whatever the case may be, because I haven't found one. So chances are is that whoever ends up with one of the jars that I make is gonna end up with a printed image because I've been looking like crazy trying to find even the smallest little angel, and I just haven't had any luck. And unfortunately, so that I can make my and my baby's discombobulated. So I cannot use it because he just does not look human. So yeah, that's my dilemma. Don't know about what happened. I'm so lost. You're talking about art and people have some real world problems. What's going on? Did I just close this and open this back up? No, this is a different color. I so lost. I so lost in the sauce. I so lost. All right, so I think this is gonna be my rock, and I'm not gonna make my rock gray because the rock is under the water and it's full of algae. So my rock is the green, but maybe it needs to be a little darker, just a little darker because it's blending in with my seafloor. Oh, wow. See, Brandy, because you know what happened to me this morning? Package to be held at the post office because you guys know what I be going through over here. This is like so. I get to the post office of my package because it said that it was being held at the post office package, and they're like, "Oh, we don't got no package here." I'm like, "What?" Me in French because I didn't understand you in English. What happened with my package? Pretty much, my package was delivered. I got my package at my door. But what had happened was that the guy, the delivery guy, who was not my normal guy, so thank God today I was on top of that brandy. What? So they called the guy, the postmaster called the regular the guy that was delivering today because he wasn't my regular guy, and he told him like, listen, you gotta deliver it to her hands because she was supposed to have it picked up over here and it wasn't here. So and mine's was okay. What mine's was in the it was a good condition. Thank God. Out of control. Um, they're getting so disrespectful. They really, really are. They're like they're not caring at all. I mean, there's so many new hires happening. They are just very not taking their job seriously. Just disrespecting people's mail. They do it to me. Unfortunately, they're just haywire right now. So yes, feel your grief because I would have been crying, literally crying. You guys know how I am with my packages. I'd be losing my mind. So to have it arrive and have it arrive broken, oh my god. Value on things that you make. You really can't. You cannot put a value on things that you make, especially when it's not for sale. It's just out of love that you're doing it. All right, so I got my rock there. I lost Le Mermaid. Le Mermaid found. I'm gonna have to paint that. Well, if it makes you feel any better, Brandy, mine's came good. My beautiful piece of artwork was perfectly fine. That doesn't help right now, but I'm so sad for you, Brandy. The people that are missing out on your awesome creations just really sucks. They're having no concern in the world, trying to prop up this tail a little bit so the tail itself looks somewhat dimensional. I gotta keep coloring that tail in there because it's just looking crazy, but so far it looks okay. I want to get a move on this so that I can put more. All of these things are gonna be dimensional. But before I make them dimensional, let me just ink them up because all the way edges. And you roll fragile on them? Uh, and you know what's the worst? That you don't know if it happened on your end or if it happened on their end. That really sucks, Brandy. I'm so sorry that you have to go through that. Losing their minds, I tell you. These fishes look upside down to me. It's almost like they're dead, but they're floating. The funniest looking fish. My fishy's on here, looking like she's freezing in that deep water. She looking purple now after that thing dried up. Uh, that really sucks, Brandy. Cheer her up. Because it's things that are out of her control. She did the best that she could. That's all anybody can do. That is all anybody can do at the end of the day. I think I'm gonna cheat, you guys. What do you think? Should I cheat? I have this set of stamps here. And a seahorse, little teeny seahorse, and little sea star. I'm not sure if I got this from you, Brandy. I know I got this from somebody. I really want to use the seahorse in the background, because that's the one thing they didn't put. Is a seahorse. Let's stamp her out, and so I'm thinking jacket with her. Oh, I'm wondering. I'm like, what they talking about a jacket? Yeah. So I'm gonna cheat you guys. That's what usually happens when you self you mess up. I gotta make sure how I do this because I don't want the seahorse looking like there's something else going on there. Oh, seahorse. Oh, me likey. Me likey the seahorse. So that me do not cover outside the line. I'm gonna add a few of these seahorses all around. Mm. Yeah, it's a pizza. Oh. A little bit of these seahorses all around. Watch out why they want to break it. Oh, that's crazy. I always make sure that I stamp my stuff fragile because I'm always sending out things that have glass in them or random stuff. So I always have them stamp it out fragile. Now I'm like, if I do it, it's bad. And if I don't do it, it's bad. That really sucks. So you guys, I think this card, I'm about to add a little sentiment on it, but I think this one's the first one that is done. I'm gonna add border on it now. It's done. And the sentiment that I'm going to use going to be swim with passion in the sea of life, no mermaids and starfish wishes. But there's not one starfish in this kit. So I guess it's the other one that I'm gonna have to use. All right, so this one, swim with passion in the sea of life. and put this thing on crooked, Carmen. Put it on crooked. Crooked. Put it on straight. And where is my black? My black is right here. Alrighty. So where am I gonna put this right here? There. Yeah, the nerve of them, Michelle. These people, I swear. Guys, swim with passion in the sea of life because we cannot kiss starfishes that do not exist. And what I am going to do, some thin little squiggles here and there, squiggles here and there. And I think I'm going to add a border, 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 border. Fall in love with dots. This dot and that dot, dot dot. I'm gonna give the fishes little blow bubbles because I really liked how Brandy's octopus picture came out, which I will be showing you guys in a minute. I loved how those clear little bubble things came out. I have to look for some. Okay, some because I really like how they came out, but I only have white. I'm gonna add white. White little bubbles doesn't breathe. Maybe this one will breathe. White little bubbles. Am I out of white? And spice. Is sticking to me except what I need to stick to me in life. This one here. Ooh. Now she holding a real pearl. Treasure hunter. What? That's crazy, Liz. That is crazy right there. I don't even stand up and stream, nevertheless drive. I think this is done. Let me see. I want to add like a fun little border. What do I have that I can do that with? Then that's gonna really bring me out of. Eesh, I don't know. This is the card, you guys. The little rock on the bottom. We got the little water effects in the back with the splashes that I added. I added some little bubbles. I stamped out these tiny little seahorses that I got from like this and this is gonna be one of the cards that I'll be giving away today. What do you guys think so far? So we got one card down. Woohoo! All these markers back in here because I don't know about using these markers again right now. I think they're more of a headache than anything else because all of the brushing and stuff like that I have to do. Plus, some of my markers are drying. So, all this. I might use them for accents, but I won't use them to actually color. And I got my first card down. So not so shabby, not so shabby. Darken that up right there. But other than that, it came out pretty decent. And this is a really, really cute stamp set. Maybe I can add a little crab down here. Add more stuff. Little purple crab. Won't hurt nobody. Purple crab. Just kind of walking along, minding her own business. Right on that rock. She's about to snip her tail. That's just like a little private joke. So yes, yes, she is. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So let's see another one. I want to do the shaker one next. What do you guys think? I want to try a shaker. I want to try a shaker. Let's see. That's not shakers, which is why I get so excited because I'm probably gonna fail miserably. But I figure I laugh now so that I can cry later and get that over and done with. Thanks for joining us. We're just a crazy bunch of gals here today, having some fun. So I'm gonna get my next card base going, and I already have, all my stuff cut out. I have it there on the side, and that one with all of those. I think the next one's gonna have a couple more turtles. I think I'm gonna add the two turtles that I have that I haven't used, and then whatever fishes I have left over, and I'll do the two cards. And I think that that'll be go into showing and sharing my happy mail. But before I do that, I'll do the giveaway. So this is gonna be the card, and then the shaker card is gonna be the other part of the giveaway. So I'm gonna start by trying to score this, and I'm probably gonna cut this down and make it smaller, even though it is a pretty big stamp. But I'm gonna try to make it a little smaller. So this is 8.5 by 11. That's what it says. Shackles, shackles your body. What? What? All right, so 5.5 and 5.5. That's 11, which is how long this is. So 5.5 is supposed to, but maybe this is not 5.5. Maybe this is longer. Longer. No, it's just is the right size. So this thing is just retarded. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna fight with it. Just gonna do the best I can. That's all you can ever do. Michelle, did you figure out how to use the scoreboard yet? Oh, shake, shake, shake your body. She said shackle. I'm like, shackles? Who's going to jail? I'm like, nah, not me. Let's see. So 7.5. That should be pretty good. Should give me a 9 right here. And then what am I gonna do? I think I'm gonna leave that like that for now, and I'll figure the rest of it out as I go. And for this one, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna use the same color combo. Me no lucky, the same color combo. Um, maybe I'll go rainbow, purple, red, Maybe I'll go rainbow. Oh, rainbow. Purple, red, yellow. I keep saying the same colors. Hello, Carmen has officially lost her marbles. Blue. All the colors in the rainbow. I just need some of them. That'll work, right? And thinking rainbow for some reason, but I think the rainbow should be. This is gonna be the inside of the cars, so that's gonna be the outside. So this is gonna be the inside. Then I gotta do my cutout here. So what am I going to do? I gotta see how big this thing is so that I know how much space I need. Oh, tampoco. All right, I'm gonna have to do some measurements. Where's my ruler? Claudia's in the house. Hey, Claudia. I know, but they're double ended. So if I do it, if I put them pointing down, then they dry on one end. That's the good and the bad about having double ended markers. Carmen, quick, what type of container to store homemade gesso in? You can put it in a mason jar. You can put it in anything that's airtight. So anything that's not gonna have air because the air will dry it out. A nice airtight seal on it, you're good to go. Alrighty, so let me go ahead and know that I like to cut all the way across because that's just me. So when I do my lines, I do it all the way across so that I can see what the heck I'm doing. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my lines in this purple thin line right here. Straight across, straight across. One that might even be too small, so I'm gonna have to half size it a little bit. I'm doing like this small little window, and maybe this could be a stand-up shaker card. Let me see how she looks in there. Let me see. Where are you, chica? Where you at? You right here. Yeah, this will work. This will work. And then I could just do the mermaid on one, maybe with like a fish or two. And then whatever of pieces I have left, I can just add them to a card by themselves without no mermaid and see how that works out. So time to like cut. Heading home might not be with you guys too long. Okay, Jackie. Well, thanks for hanging with us for a while. She coming home from work, and I always catch her where she's on her way home, either going to work or coming from work. Okay, so come on, don't move on me. I didn't do all this precision writing for you to move on me. All right, so bring that down just a smidge. And I used to think I was a fast crafter. I used to think I was a fast crafter. How fast you guys were, then I was like, oh my god. They're like, how long your crafts take? I'm like, oh, it takes me nothing. I do it in no time, like 3 hours. They're like, what? 3 hours? You crazy? They're like 3 hours. You a lunatic. Nothing should take 3 hours. Carmen, you have to start your live stream around 8 at least. I totally miss everything, and this is my favorite pastime. Aw. I'll try to see if I could do a late night one for you. I can't promise nothing though. That's not nice. We'll always be here, girl. You gotta make sure that always stays there too, Jen. No? And so I got my box cut out. Dun, 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 dun. I got my box cut out. Dun, 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 dun. School picture frame right now. I can't handle it. It's just not kosher. I do because me no likey. It looks too square. I'm gonna get my dirty little glass mat here that I've done my stamping stuff. Look, it still has the paint from the last time when I did the stamping with the paint. Yeah, I'm bad sometimes with some things on the other side. But what I gonna do, I'm gonna open up this window just a little bit. I'm gonna open it up just a little bit. I'm gonna do that is, I don't know. Let's see what I find. I'm missing one. Is this the one that's got the oval shapes? Nope, that's not it. One of those has got oval shapes. I must have left that thing in the box. So this is, let me see, this is the side. So I think, oh, this is the inside. So I'm trying to get like a oval kind of shape. That'll work. Make it look a little bit like a bowl. Give myself enough room for the tape. Okay, Carmen. Don't go crazy. Just do the one side. Just one up it. Just one up it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. And then just curves it out. Okay, this is when it's beneficial to be ambidextrous and be able to use both your hands because I need Brandy right now cutting this paper for me. Like the steadiest hands I've ever seen for a left-handed person, let me tell you. Because I got my right hands and I cannot cut as clean as this girl can cut. All right, so got like a little window going on here. I think that'll give me a little bit of room to kind of play with her a little bit. Make it look like an aquarium. So how do I do that? I can't make it look like an aquarium. Not like an aquarium that you have in the house, maybe like a museum aquarium. So knocking, but you can't come in. Da-da-da-da. I just thought of that because you know how you always knock on the glass when you're at the when you go to the places like the pet store with the fishes. You always knock on the glass. On the glass, it hurts their ears. Um, so I'm thinking. I think I'm just gonna, like I said, the rainbow, kind of like a rainbow effect. Let's see what happens. I don't even know what the heck I'm doing, you guys. So I'm gonna start with the darkest color in the bottom, which is the red one. Look at my piece of paper right here. We're gonna see what we do. Oh no, Carmen. Oh, I got a project in mind, but it's not gonna be done today. Not gonna be done today because I can't. I can't do it today. I can't do it today. Um, but I received from Brandy actually. She sent me where it's like a cardboard, and it's actually like a scene, like an underwater scene that I've been kind of holding back because I haven't been wanting to use it. But now that I have these guys here, I think I'm gonna give it a whirl. Oh, Jackie, bye. I'll be back Wednesday, God willing. Maybe I'll do a late session on Wednesday for you. I can't promise you nothing, but happens. The blotchy. Ah, help me. Help me. You hear me knocking, but you can't come in. Okay, I gave up with the red because it's not working for me. My sponge went bonkers and lost its damn spongy mind. So I am moving on to another color. Yes, I am. With the blue. Le blue. Blue. Let's see. Follows instructions. Why that one can follow instructions? It's not that hard. Come on now. What wanted you to do? You know what I gotta get? I gotta get me one of. Actually, I gotta get me a few of those Tim Holtz blending tools, round things. Times this just does not want to work for. Want it to work for me. Bye, Jackie. We're gonna miss you. I literally waved at the at the laptop. I'm so programmed with you guys already. Like it just feels like home. It's so crazy how that happens. I felt like you was just leaving my house right now. I'm like, bye. I'm waving and everything. Okay, bye. You stay right there. So let's see. So I got that in. I got the red in. I'm just going for really like funky colors. I did the sea theme already, so now I'm just trying to have fun. Now this is just about Carmen. How crazy can you get? And I tell you, folks, I can get pretty wild. No, I haven't, Dana. You do. Look, maybe I shouldn't say anything. I don't know. I don't know what happened there. That stamp one left. Left. It's like why? Why did you have to do it? Any other pretty ones? Is it to me? It almost looks like they ran out of ideas. Like unfortunate as it is for me to say it that way, but creative as it looks, it just looks to me like. So here we go. Make this. Make that. And no matter how hard you try, me, my personal opinion, all those things come out ugly. What you put on it. But that's just me. Some people like that kind of stuff. So I mean, to each their own. Everybody's gonna have different tastes and stuff. I still don't know what I like and what I don't like, but I know I don't like that. I know I don't like that, ladies and gentlemen. Tool, tool. I have to have it. That is a need. A need wrapped up in one. That is a want and a need wrapped up in one. The swirl sherbet situation over here because she's not no ordinary mermaid. She is a mermaid from outer space. And in her world, there's four colors of everything. There's four layers of everything. Her whole planet is a sherbet or an Italian iced tea with all the different colors on it, like the rainbow. Oh, I love the rainbow Italian iced tea. I like the coconut one too and the cherry, but I love the rainbow. What other color? So it's red, blue. Now I'm going into the blue again. So just, playing around with color. That's pretty much what I'm doing at this point in time. And using a very light circular motion to just create the appearance of fumes and texture. Because that's kind of what it looks like to me. It looks like vapor kind of rising up, I should say. And as it hits the different levels of the atmosphere, it turns into different colors. Now into it with the lavender. Lavender. Thanks, Kathleen. Please, you are back. I have finally fixed my live stream situation here. I bought a webcam. Woohoo! So now I don't have to worry about my battery dying or all of that extra stuff. I don't think the videos buffer as much as they used to before, so that issue has been resolved as well. A headset as a microphone for now. Gonna get myself back in there, get back into the mojo of things. Wet the feet and the beak. There. Get back into the creative process. Let the juices flow. Let the turkey marinate. So since this rainbow aspect of it is the focal point of my card, I'm just kind of going back into it, into all the layers and just and adding more and adding more. I feel satisfied with the outcome. My card and just getting these colors all into each other so that I just have like this very blended because they're not gonna blend unless I add water to it, and I'm not adding water to it. But kind of like this very weird, uh, very colorful type of a pattern happening here. And then I'll try to make her in a way that she's not so, if that makes any sense. Thank you, Liz. Somebody agrees with me. Ah, Brandy got jokes. Brandy has jokes today. Been reserving that one for a while. Okay, so let's see what other color I can go into this. I'm thinking I'm gonna try to add some yellow in here. Maybe some yellow between, I don't know, between something and see what happens. And what I'm gonna do, since I'm not gonna add no more of that, I'm gonna actually clip my sponge. I'm gonna clip it in half just in case I wanna use that again at some point. And I'm just gonna go into it with the yellow that I have from the marker, directly from the marker onto the sponge. And just kind of add some yellow in there. It just feels like it just needs to have more something else kind of happening there that you was not expecting. Like, oh, where did that yellow come from? Oh, I didn't see that there before. That's because you're 5 minutes too late. But now it's almost like it's coming together. Almost like it's coming together. Right? Very festive. That's for sure. Very festive, very unicorn, very. What's that girl's name with the rainbow? That little cartoon with the rainbow. I used to love what is it? Something bright. Yeah, but I'm still missing a piece. Sparkle bright, pink bright, yellow bright, bumble bright, rainbow bright. I knew something. Hello, I got the rainbow in front of me. You would have thought I would have got it, but I didn't. Sadly, I didn't. I literally had to go through the whole alphabet just to get it. So, um, okay. Alrighty, you guys. So I'm gonna put some pep in my step and get this girl colored in so that I can start this whole thing here like this. So I actually have to cover this front panel up. So I'm gonna get some paper to do that, and I'm gonna do that. Girl, I'm a mess. I am a mess today, but it's okay. Thing a little sleep won't fix. Uh, No, no. You're going overboard, Carmen. You're going overboard. Bring it down 2 notches. Trade wins. Let's see. Let's see if I can find a paper that matches. Crazy situation that I have going on here. Ooh, I love gold. Gold. But I love the color gold. We're so programmed to just react to it. I think I'm gonna go with this one. It doesn't necessarily match, but with that pattern just coming off on the sides, I think that will look really, really cool. Go with that one. I didn't even take it out. I just put the book to the side. Carmen, take the paper out. Hello, girl, get it together. The blue one or the brown one? I think the blue one, right? Oh, that red one. I think the red one, right? Because the red one matches. I'm so confused. I'm so confused, man. Ah, that's so cute, Brandy. That's so adorable. I tell you, girl, these are the best moments. Enjoy them. Enjoy them to a point where you want to return them from where they came. While you love them all over again. I'm just gonna stick this on and then I'm just gonna cut as I go. Stick this whole thing on because this is gonna be the front of my display case. And this is like this little window that I have here with this trap mermaid. Look at this pattern this way. Come on, Nelly. Stick it down. Down, Nelly. Let's see. Right there. I gotta get. I have to get so many things. Every time I go grab something, I'm like, I gotta get this and I gotta get that. Oh my god! Right now, I can't deal. So hopefully I do this properly. Where's my ruler? And I think what I'm gonna do actually is mm, it's a hard decision. I think what I'm gonna do. Well, before I do that, let me cut this off. Myself all flustered over here. I should be cutting this piece off first. Let's get that off so that I have a smaller piece. So I'm dropping everything on the. Oh. What I'm going to do is actually I'll create a little window here. The reason I'm going to create this little window here is so that I can wrap this to the inside. Let's see. Let's see if my idea is working. So that I don't get those white edges on the card. And then I have the okay. So let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. So let me wrap this in first. Get her down there. The paper of her. What is it wrong, Carmen? What is it wrong? It is an inanimate object. It cannot have agenda. Let's see. It just seems to go together, Brandy. Wrong. Maybe I expect too much out of life. Okay, so you giving me the most problems, buddy. I'm gonna put you down first, just in case I gotta and cut you. So I still don't even know what this whole thing's gonna look like. So I'm like adding all of this craziness over here, and I don't even know what's gonna happen. One colorful looking card, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause for the lunatic. Not get more colorful than this. It looked like I'm baking the mermaid in like a brick oven. Georgia Pacific white card stock 150 sheets. Oh, you only get 150 sheets, and you're paying a lot, Brandy. Pay and get it for like $12 and get 500. So I don't know what's happening here. Don't judge me. Do not judge me. Where is my washi tape? A second ago, where did you go? Where did you go? I can't be bothered with that right now. I cannot find it. It is okay. Where did you go? Do 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 do. I don't know. I don't know. All right, so I gotta clip this. This is too long for this. Why does every craft that I do take forever? I just don't want her standing or nothing. So let's see. Where did she go? She's right here. Not to color her in. And what am I gonna do? Let's do yellow for her hair. This is orange. Is it? From eBay. Just look for it. Just look for Georgia Pacific card stock, and you'll find it. One that I bought, they always have. I've bought it from them a couple times. Because if you're paying 150, so getting 150 for like $6, then you're paying like almost $25 just for about 600. So if my math is right, 12 and 12, yeah. I kind of went with the whole orange and thinking orange hair with mermaids because Ariel's hair was red. For some reason, I keep thinking orange. Alrighty then. So like that with her hair like that, and I'm gonna do. I think these are my pens here. I'm gonna do this one with metallic pencils. I'm gonna do this one with metallic pencils, and I'm gonna go into this with the green. Are my Marco Refine. They're also found on eBay in case you're interested or anybody's interested. It's about $6 for a pack of 12. gonna get from them next, because I had somebody leave me a comment on the video that I made of using the regular pencils. They said that they have watercolor ones. Try those too and see how they are. Because so far, I will say that I do like the richness of the colors pencils. So, and if you add a little bit of water to it, like a damp brush, you do get some movement. Now, they're not watercolor pencils, but you can blend by using a little bit of water. So I like that a lot about them. And like even here where I used the green on one side by itself and I left this white and I went into it with the gold, um, I'm able to kind of blend those in together to kind of give her. And I'm even able to go back over that and continue to color. So I mean, there's just a lot of usefulness tools. Overall, I really like them. So you guys know how it is when you find something that's good, you always want to recommend it forward. The price, I mean, I'm just adding a lot of pressure here because I'm trying to rush through it, even though I know I shouldn't. But just loving these things. I will get the information later about the paper. I need to cook. Yes, no problem. You know I got you. If anything, I'll do some search because I gotta order some too. So if I find a good deal, I'll let you know. Just in case I find something out there that's a little bit better, because you never know. All right, so I'm gonna go into her top with blue, and I'm keeping it all with the metallics now. And then I'll go into her skin with some kind of skin tone color pencils. And I missed hair. I missed hair. Make it the fine end there. For the other one, did I miss hair on the other one too? I can't do it with this one. But I did it a completely different way. Okay. So I got the blue. Let me get the green and just add to this blue just to darken it up a little bit. Let's see. Good cranky. Brandy went out to go cook. So she probably won't notice for a little while. Might have. So like you guys can see, I'm layering and layering and layering. I mean, with this brand, um, one over the other over the other. I'm just going in with so many different colors and just layering and layering and layering. And she is still taking color. She's still allowing me to add more color, add more color. I mean, very good quality. pencil compared to the other ones that I have. Only buy these over and over and over again, and probably not go to another brand. They're that good. At least in my opinion, they're that good. Gonna go in here with a little bit of color, some skin tone. It just glides. I mean, you guys can see how fast I'm just covering this whole image up. I mean, just glides like butter. And I think what I'm gonna do with this one again is just kind of give her a pearl. Right where that pearl is, I'm gonna add a pearl. And um, still like a darker. I don't know if this is darker or lighter, but I like to give these away. So this is why I'm trying to make them nice and pretty for you guys. It's like a brown right here. And so I think we're good to go with this one. And red. And her pearl's gonna go, her pearl's gonna be, so I'm not gonna worry about the pearl. I would like to kind of darken that up a little bit if I can. Maybe with some of this purple since her hair is orange. I know those two colors kind of go well together. Do I have purple purple? Can I use this purple to do that? Do I have, I should have purple in, hmm, I knew I had a purple. Let me get this seedless preserves. And let me go into this card here with some of this purple. And just kind of create somewhat of a halo, if you will. It's going to be, so she has a little bit of break from the background. So there's a lot of things happening here. Almost like if this was a cave. Wrong color. Almost like if this was a cave is how I'm treating it. Butters. And there was no butters in this one. Hi, Deb. No butters added to this card at all. I'm just darkening this whole thing up. When I put her down, she's got like at least some kind of break away from the very super exuberantly colorful background. All right. For some reason, I keep getting that kind of like at an off. angle there. Correct that, and it's not letting me. I think I'm good there. And let me just darken these edges up over here, outlining it a smidge. I love how her tail came out on this one. Very pretty. All the colors blended out so nicely. I probably should have colored the other one in too, but so let's see. I like this, and then what I'm gonna do, because I really did like the seahorses on the other one, I'm gonna stamp out seahorses but in black, just so that her background is not so plain. Just so that her background is not so plain. Like she's just there by herself. Gonna be kind of there. So, and maybe like one or two more, and that's it. A girl, her pearl, and her seahorses. There we go. Good to go. I'm not gonna add any fish to this one because I'm gonna add the fish to the other one, and then she's gonna have her sequence situation going on. I'm thinking I am going to um maybe I can do it this way. Gonna be very dimensional as all. Then you walk around. And I'm gonna glue her in. I'm gonna prop her up. I'm just gonna lay her flat so that her sequence everywhere. And actually, do is go into her hair, bit of this gold, and a little bit of this, whatever color this is. Because you know these pencils don't have names, they just have numbers. This is in Chinese, so yeah. Unless you have some kind of a color wheel that kind of breaks the whole thing down for you, you're pretty much gonna be lost in the sauce. But I think if you do yourself like what you call those things, charts, that kind of tells you what everything is, what every color is. Gonna add a little bit of this it's like a purple color in here just to darken it up. Putting in her hair. A little bit of everything happening in her hair. She's not just orange. She's got a little bit of everything. Okay. Color chart. Yes, Michelle. Color chart. That's what it is. That's what it is. And let me just go into this bottom right here and just kind of darken this just so that it kind of breaks off from the background. Other than that, she's in Rainbow Bliss. She's in Rainbow Bliss. I'm always like my own worst critic, so I'm always doing that. I see a little thing and I'm like, oh, gotta cover it up. So, um, I like this yellow one. I think this yellow one will match nicely, and hopefully it'll stay. And I'm gonna have to probably double this up a little bit just so that it doesn't get. And then, where is it? This is what I'm gonna use, and I'm gonna show you guys Brandy. Well, you know what? I think I'm just gonna do a separate video for that. But I will have to use something that came in this package today because she sent me double-sided tape, so I'm gonna have to open it so that I can stick that plastic down. So Brandy sent me double-sided tape in today's Happy Meal, so I'm gonna put it to good use right now. This is like the half an inch, so I've never had double-sided tape this big. All right, so I'm gonna put this down. Where? I'm gonna put this on the plastic. It's on the plastic, Carmen. And then that's everything. Okay. And then, oh, I like how this tape is filling so far. Send Brandy some money so she can get me a few more. She goes by there again. Can feel how sticky it is. Hard to my fingers. That's always a good sign. All right, so plastic in. Okay, plastic in. Um, mm, peel. This is gonna be a problem. This is going to be a problem. Don't stick to plastic. It does not stick to plastic, I don't think, you guys. This is gonna be interesting. I'm sure it'll stick very well to paper, but it doesn't seem to want to stick to plastic. We shall see how this all goes. Uh, Stay on there. I don't want you on my finger. I want you on my card. My finger. I want you on my card. Come on. Come on. Come on, tape. Come on. All right. One more. No, one more. Uh, open sesame. Come on, tape. Whew. Okay, okay. Stay on plastic, please. Let's see how this looks. I don't know. It's always something. It's always something coming loose in her mind. It's always something. It's always something. Carmen losing her mind. It's always something. All right. So one of the pieces of the packaging right from the mermaid stamp, a bundle of plastic sheets. I just didn't want to have to go look for them because I reorganized my stamping and I put them in a binder, which I will share with you guys at another later date. Whole thing that Ruth's Inkwell as well as Brandy, Liz from Very Crafty Bonnet. She they have their stamps in a binder. And I know I probably have too many stamps to put in a binder, but I put all my acrylic stamps in there, my clear acrylic, and I think that that's working really, really nicely for me. So, um, that for a little while until something better comes along, if you will. So with this thing, I'm gonna put two strips, two strips all along, and I don't think I have to put any up here. Kind of closed there, so I'm just gonna worry about putting down here, and hopefully, thank you, sweetie. You guys are my motivation, just so you know. You are all my motivation. And that's why I was so sad when I couldn't come out and like really do this live stream. I was so sad. I didn't think it was gonna affect me like that, but wow, it really did. Like I was just so sad. I was literally moping around. Uh-huh. So what did you do here, Carmen? Okay. Okay. So dilemmas. Dilemmas are meant to be fixed. So how am I gonna fix this dilemma? Let's see. So we have that. And then this here. And I overcut, undercut. What did I do? Can I save this? Okay. Save the strip. In 1 minute, sir. Just give me 1 minute. I'm gonna put it like right there. Put it right there. Right there to like right there. And see if I can fix this dilemma. or if I just made it worse. Let's see. But before we do that, we must add the shaker sequence. So what will we be adding to this crazy situation today? A piece of sticky paper there so that you can test if this is gonna work. And it looks like it's gonna work. Yes. Okay. So now mix. And I don't know what I'm going to add in here. Some reds and blues. Those two. Some stars. We're gonna have some red ones and yellow ones. Need blue ones too. Oh, thank you, man. I didn't even see that. You guys, don't make me blush. Can't see it. Um, I don't even know what I'm adding in here. One or two greens. That was more than one. Ooh, seashells by the seashore. Oh, um, maybe some of these. What else do I have in here? Oh, now I find these. What the heck happened to? No jodas, no jodas, Pablo. Okay, and I think, yeah. Oopsie daisy. Ooh, I found some yellow. Oh, and some orange. And oranges in there because she's got orange. And some yellow of these because we might as well. Ooh, I found some seashells. Blame it on the weather, New York. So I think that's good, right? I don't know how much I'm supposed to put in these things. I know this is pretty wide, so maybe I need to add more. Pretty wide shaker. Um, Let me add a little bit more orange because she's got orange in there. Okay. We have some yellow, some little flowers. Some of those to kill it, but I do want it to glow. It's just like a whole bunch of colors together under one happy roof. I don't know what I'm doing. You guys don't notice? Let's see. Think that's about it. Mix, because I've done covered up the whole dang window. So, alrighty, you guys. Le Peace de la Resistance. We are here, live and direct, and in charge of our own destinies and our own shaker mixes and our own shaker cards. Today will be the day that I get this right. Now stay in the center. Maybe I should add a strip in there just to be safe. and so that this doesn't travel all over the place. So let me just do it to be safe. No, don't cover up my window of goodness. I really have to learn how to do things faster. All right, it is time. No take backsies, no back doors. It is what it is. Out of it what you put into it. It is shaker card time. Not shake a card, shaker card. So, are we ready? I'm breathing heavy. Ay, funciona. Work, work, work. I don't even want to turn it around. uh, oh no, she got a seashell stuck on her face. Okay, wait. She couldn't see. She couldn't see. Seashells by the seashore, and she couldn't see. All right, I overdid it. The pearl actually helps a little bit because it elevates. Come on, she's not a thinker. She's a swimmer. The pearl actually helps it out a lot. I think I put this thing off angle, but I don't know. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut this excess off and I'm gonna surround it with washi. Close whatever might be open or whatever I didn't close down. Scissor of mine. Please let me shine. Oh, little scissor of mine. Shine, let me shine, let me shine. All right. Oh my God, I did a shaker. Oh, I'm so happy. So I'm gonna ask some. Okay, come down from there. The attic, you live in the basement. So overall, I kind of like it because I was able to match the sequin mix with the outside of the frame. So that worked out really, really well. So let's see if I can zoom this in clearly enough. Added more friends. 5 is not a party. 10. It's covered. And you can see her tail if you move it all the way to the side. So you can pretty much get all of her. Okay, get off of her face. She can't see. Them to kind of move around in there. Whoever ends up getting it is gonna get it all boarded up, but I'll leave that to be a surprise for the final product. So, time it is. It is winner card time. And the first one up, one. Everything is better with friends. And I'm gonna pick a number. I'm gonna pick 2 numbers. And for those of you guys, this is the first time that you've been here and you've never seen how I do this, or you haven't caught me on one of the streams where I give away what I create, I am going to write down a number for each item. Or in the room, we have 10 people watching, so I'm not gonna make it too overly complicated, and I'll make the numbers from 1 to 15. Um, I will definitely, write 2 numbers, one for each of this one, and then what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna call out. I'm not gonna call out. I'm gonna allow you guys to call out a number between 1 and 15. And you're gonna write them down in the comment section, and I'm gonna be looking for the comments, and I'm gonna write stop name, or I'm gonna write stop when I see the number, and then I'm just gonna double check and make sure that that person. Yes, I always got a dramatic explanation. You're not kidding. So for the most part, I'm gonna write down the number in here. I'm gonna put it in the card. You guys won't see that. Then I'm gonna have you guys. I'm gonna tell you to go. I'm gonna type it in the comment to go because I don't know how much we're lagging back and forth. And then you're gonna write down in the comment section your number between 1 and 15. You only get to write one number at a time. And if you call out the number that is in the card, then you have won the card, and then we will shall move on to the next one. You have the opportunity to win both of them, or one of them. So good luck to all of you. I'm gonna get my number writing going. Get this game on the road. Let me just make sure you guys can see because this thing got panoramic view over here. It's not like my other one. I gotta hide. I gotta hide when I write the number now. Make sure you guys can see me. And thank you, my lovely friends. So she has her number inside. And let me just do a double check real quick. You guys are amazing. And this is why I love playing this game with you guys. Okay, so we have a winner. The number that I wrote down was the number 8. Okay, number 8 for 3 fishes. That's this one. Let me just verify who was the first person that called out that number because I messed up once before and I do not want to do that again. So let me just verify that the person that called it out is who I think it is. Beginning. So it looks like 6, 7, 8. Little Crafty Michelle, Little Crafts Creation is the winner of this card here. So I'm gonna put down Michelle's name on this, and I shall have this mailed out to you. I'll do all my next packages. I am working on some surprise happy mail for some people, so um, you'll be getting something. Some of y'all. Not sure yet how far I'm gonna go with this, but I've been working diligently. So the next time that I go out, I'm gonna have these things mailed out. So now it's gonna be for the shaker. So let me go ahead and write down the number. Again, we have the numbers 1 through the 15. And let me just make sure that I scroll this down all the way up in the comments. All right, so I'll let you guys know when. So from 1 to 15. 15, 15, not 17. 1 to 15. forward, Tanya. We have a winner. Need to guess. Let me just confirm. The winner is number 14. 14 for the shaker. I don't know if you guys can see that well enough, but and just in case you guys didn't see it, it was 8 on the 3 fishes. Um, so I think my winner for this one is Michelle Ida, double M's. So let me just make sure that it is Mayra. Mayra's the only one that I see with a number 14 in here. So awesome sauce, you guys. Thank you so, so much once again. And before I let you go, if you would just hang with me for just one more minute, I would like to share with you guys something very, very beautiful that I received today from an awesome, awesome person here in the room. And I know my desk is a hot mess. Please pardon it. I was too busy having fun and crafting. So I received some friend mail today from Brandy, and I just wanted to show you guys. You guys already saw me use the tape. I couldn't. I had to open. I had to open it before the time was due. Does that. It does that to me too. Like it'll time me out. So I took everything out because she had something in here that I want to show you guys, but I put all the other little additional things that she sent me in the Ziploc bag. She sent me this crazy cool flamenco pen. I thought it's the cutest thing. Isn't that adorable? Does it? It stands up when it wants to. Up heavy. She sent me some molds, and these are like for resin or for silicone, cold porcelain, which you guys know that I make and have. A little bunny, and these are like little gears. I mean, it looks like I can make it into a little gear. And she sent me a grenade because she's the bomb. Hello. We have another one of those little molds. And she sent me some napkin. Like you guys know that mixed media down near you, right? Love it. I don't know if you guys can see that whole thing, but hopefully you can. The best thing of all out of this mail is what she created. And I'm going to show you guys how beautiful and amazing this is. Even my husband was like, oh my God, that is just off the hook. So look at this. Isn't this like super gorgeous? Detail. And I mean, it's got a little bit of everything. She's got wood chips in it, little clear drops that I'm just like in awe of because they look like water droplets. I'm like, what? They cut out right here. She colored in this octopus and it just looks so real. Holding on tight to that anchor. I mean, it is just amazing. I absolutely love it. So thank you so much, Brandy. Like you honestly made my backwards on your ends. I don't know why it looks backwards to you. Maybe because you're left-handed. I don't know, Brandy. If I put it backwards, then it looks weird. Then it looks weird. I don't know. I'm so lost. I'm so lost. I'm so lost. I mean, it's just absolutely beautiful. But forwards or backwards, you guys can see it. It is absolutely beautiful. Look at that. We even have a little bathing student that they got caught up. It is so, so gorgeous. So thank you, Brandy. Honestly, I absolutely love it. And it's going up on my wall for sure. Like I'm hanging this in the living room. Yes, I am. That's so freaky. So I wonder if I switch the mirror, if I make it, if I switch the image, then maybe I'll look the other way. Mirrored image because the way that I see it on my end, it looks right. But maybe because it's going over, it's I did because I took the mirror off. So I'll keep that in mind for the next time. I'll take the mirror off so I don't look left-handed. So sorry, Brandy. It does look like it does look um even though I see it forward here, it does look backwards to you. Well, let me see if I can switch it real quick, guys. I should be able to flip this image. How about now? There we go. Absolutely beautiful. I love all the details in it. Just little pieces. This is like in love. And I know I'm probably pulling it the wrong way because now my opposite is your opposite. But I definitely hope we can do this for sure. I would definitely love to like do this on a regular basis and just swap art pieces with you guys because you guys are just amazing. And I think all of you guys' work is just awesome. Thank you so much for sharing this with me. I will definitely cherish it. And it will be with me pretty much for as long shall live. And I will always remember who made it. So thank you so much for that. And without further ado, you guys, I will let you all go so you can have a night. Some of you guys that will probably chit chat with later, but for the ones that I don't chit chat with later, I shall be catching you guys on probably Wednesday if everything works out well. And I'll see if I go on maybe a little bit later. Not too much later though, because you know. So I'm gonna see. I have to see how I can work that out. Thanks, girl. It definitely was a happy one. Not only did I get to spend it with you guys that day, like it was just overall amazing. So it's been an amazing year. Thank you guys so much, and I will catch you all later. Bye.